everyone, I'm Shruti and today I'll be talking to you about a few things that you could do during this lockdown period in order to stay amazingly happy and mentally healthy. So stay tuned. So what is coronavirus disease or COVID-19? Coronavirus disease or COVID-19 was a disease that emerged in Wuhan in China in the year 2019. So this was a disease that was caused due to a virus called as coronavirus. And as of now, there's no such vaccine that has been invented in order to cure the disease. Even though this disease is not very deadly enough to kill everyone who's affected by it, it can still kill anyone who has low immunity or other internal diseases like internal problems, right? Like respiratory problems, heart problems, or uncontrolled diabetes, etc. So what are some difficulties that we are facing because of it today? As many of you already know, this virus has affected millions of people in almost all parts of the world. Many have died due to this and many are still suffering. And the rest of us are trying to take as many precautions as we can in order to avoid catching the virus. Despite all of this, there are still multiple cases that are spreading all across the world. After all the years of development, people are slowly realizing that there is so much that is yet to be put in place. People from many places of the world are suffering due to lack of hospitals and medical equipment. Doctors who serve as people who bring life into anyone, irrespective of their caste, religion, age, gender, or anything else, are now forced to prioritize between lives and save one's life over the other. For example, in the case of Italy, there were many cases where doctors had to remove medical equipment from one and support the other just because they felt one's life to be more worthy living than the other. Something mankind hadn't experienced for at least a very long time is happening now. People are required to maintain social distancing, wear masks at all times when stepping out, and not step out of your house as much as possible. Many governments have called for something called as lockdowns, where people are required to remain indoors at all times. And also, people are no more allowed to talk like they usually do, to speak, to maintain contact like they usually do. So how has this changed us? How have we adapted to our new ordinary? And how can we overcome the few challenges that we are facing today because of all these circumstances, but by still following all the rules and remaining not just physically healthy, but also mentally healthy? Humans are social animals and we find the need to socialize in order to stay mentally happy and healthy. When this basic need is taken away from one, there are multiple problems that one might face as time passes. Contact is something that not just humans but all animals use as a basic way of communicating to convey your emotions and feelings and thoughts. And again, when contact is taken away during this period, it actually can change one's personality and the way one might slowly start behaving in the future. And also, as time passes, one might actually not socialize but by choice. This is also a time when we are completely reliable on electronic gadgets in order to communicate with one another. So this can largely affect each of our personalities and the way it shapes our thoughts and beliefs over a long period of time. There are three kinds of people in this world: introverts, extroverts, and ambiverts. Introverts are people who prefer to remain on their own, and they gain energy when they spend time on their own and feel rejuvenated at that point of time. Extroverts are people who are socializing. They gain energy from the crowd and while talking to people. And ambiverts are a mix of both, introverts and extroverts. They are people who like to socialize at times, who need to socialize at times in order to feel energetic, and at times they find the need to stay alone and remain energetic at that point of time. I personally feel that during this pandemic, it's not just introverts or extroverts who are affected separately, but I feel every single person is equally affected by this in many different ways. So what are some measures that people could take during this period to stay mentally healthy and emotionally balanced? Firstly, do not check your phones first thing in the morning. We are living in the world of technology, and it's technology that almost drives us completely. And now we are literally stuck in the middle of all this technology, and we need it in order to communicate efficiently. But always keep in mind one thing: you are the driver of your life. and only your life can be controlled by you. So use this to the fullest potential. Don't let your social media, people around you, and your gadgets decide what emotion your day should start with. Start your day with a smile. Let the sunlight in, open your windows, let the air in. And most importantly, don't open your phones for at least an hour after you're awake. Believe it or not, you will be amazed on how your mood changes throughout the day in the next few days. Secondly, wake up with positivity and go to bed with positivity. This might sound very cliched in the beginning, but all it requires is for you to break down what positivity means for you. How can you start your day in the best possible way while you're just awake and still in bed? I think the first thing that you should do as soon as you are awake is to think of all the good things that are waiting for you on that day. Think deep. I'm sure you'll find at least one. Embrace it, however small it might be. Next, right before you go to bed, think of all the things good things that happened to you on that day. Think of all the times that you laughed. Think of all the people that made you laugh, and be grateful. However small it might be utmost grateful for it. Be grateful for the fact that you're able to smile, react, and have such wonderful people in your life. In a short note, that's all positivity actually means. Thirdly, plan your day. Chart your day out in your head in the morning before doing anything else. This way, you would reduce the stress that any sort of workload might bring to you and be able to remain calm and positive throughout the day. Some people might actually also want to write it down, and that's perfectly okay. Just remember that this is just a checklist for you to tick off right before your day ends and not an essay. So make sure that you get over with this fast and start your day as soon as possible. Be excited. Tell yourself that you want to do it rather than saying that you have to do it. And trust me, your brain listens only to you. So tune it your way. Fourth, work out and meditate for at least 30 minutes in a day. Let your inner energy flow through. Get all the negativity out of you. All it takes is 30 minutes in your entire day. Keep this time for yourself, to rejuvenate yourself. Gain positive energy as you burn out the negative side of you. You might feel tired as you work out and you might want to give up at multiple points. But again, remember, it's all in your hands and you are the only one who can control your thoughts. Don't let that lazy side of you give up, and don't let that lazy side of you take over yourself and ruin all the positive things that await you. Working out for at least half an hour or more and meditating for at least 10 minutes in a day can create wonders to your life and make you a healthy person, not just on the inside, but also on the outside. As you meditate, think of all the good things that you have. Feel the happiness at this point that flows through you and be grateful. Think healthy, eat healthy, and stay healthy. Nextly, listen to music every single day. No matter how busy your day is, always keep some time away to listen to some of your favorite music. Whatever kind of a person you are, whatever kind of music you like, make sure that during this time, you spend that time to listen to some music that makes you happy from the inside, genuinely happy. Music changes your perception. Music changes the way you perceive the world. And use this power of music to change your day into the best of itself. Next, be the change you want to see. Only you can change your life. Only you can change your emotions, and only you can drive the vehicle of your life. So sit in the driving seat, on your driving seat, and grab the steering wheel and drive your day in what direction you want it to go in. Of course, whatever you might do, life is a vehicle. It drives in its own way after a certain point. But remember, till this point, it's all about you. It's about where you want it to go. So don't waste time. Don't wait for more opportunities to come your way. Seize what you have and go forward with it. Always finish what you've started and always finish what you've planned for. Remember, it's you who planned for it, so don't procrastinate. It might feel good at the beginning to procrastinate, but it only creates stress in the future. And this is also where life starts taking its own direction and leaves you confused and frustrated and stressed out. You don't want to get messed up in your own thoughts, in your own life, so do what you need to do at the right point of time. 7. It's okay to cry. We are all human beings and we have the ability to express our emotions in the best way possible. So let it through. Firstly, accept the fact that it's completely okay to cry, to be sad, to be heartbroken. The most important thing is that once all this crying is over, you need to get back up on your feet, be strong, and rise above all the challenges that life throws at you. Talk to someone about your feelings, and trust me, there are many people in this world, in your life, that actually genuinely care for you. Talk to them, you will feel better. Or else just write it down in a journal. But write everything out, spill everything out, and don't keep anything burning inside. Last but not the least, finally, drink water. Drink plenty of water to keep you hydrated. Believe it or not, staying hydrated helps you improve your mood, staying motivated, healthy, and obviously keeps your internal organs healthy. So now, start one by one each day, and carry that forward to the next day throughout your entire life, no matter what the situation is tomorrow. These are some things that I have been doing in my life for a very long time, and this has helped me in many ways. So I hope that this has helped most of you gain some tips to take forward in your life, and I hope that you could adapt to it and make your life a lot better than it is. So stay healthy, and a healthy mind is equal to a healthy body, and that's equal to an amazing human being.